All right, have you ever looked at a list of EV charges and just felt totally lost? Like you need some kind of secret decoder ring? Well, you're in the right place. Today, we're going to break down Sigenergy's entire product line. And I promise, by the end of this, you'll be able to look at those crazy model numbers and know exactly what they mean.
Okay, let's just jump right in. You see this on a spec sheet, right? SigenStor EVDC 12 7.5S2. I mean, come on, your eyes just glaze over. It looks less like a product and more like a password your computer generated for you. But I promise, there is a simple, logical code hidden in there, and we're going to crack it together. So that's our mission today, cracking the charger code. In just the next few minutes, you'll be able to look at any Sigenergy product name and know exactly what it is, what it does, and who it's for. We're going to turn all that confusing jargon into knowledge you can actually use.
So where do we even begin with all this? Well, the secret, it isn't buried in all those numbers and extra letters. Nope, it's actually all about two simple letters that define two completely different worlds of charging, AC and DC.
And that right there brings us to these two worlds, AC versus DC. Understanding this one fundamental difference, it's the absolute key to unlocking Sigenergy's entire product strategy. If you get this, I'm telling you, the rest just falls right into place.
Okay, let's break this down with a simple analogy. Think of AC charging as your water tap at home. It's steady, it's reliable, and it's perfect for filling up your car's battery overnight or during a full day at the office. See, it sends alternating current to your car, and your car uses its own little internal converter to change it into DC power for the battery. Now, DC charging, that's the fire hydrant. It is ultra-fast, direct power. It completely bypasses your car's slow internal converter and just pumps direct current straight into the battery. So, here's the bottom line. One is for dwelling, the other is for dashing. Simple. Okay, let's start with those fire hydrants, shall we? The DC powerhouses. Just picture it, a busy service station on the highway, or a fleet of delivery vans that need to get back on the road ASAP, or maybe a retail store where customers are not going to wait for hours. These are the chargers for when speed is everything, period.
And here we go, the first big piece of the puzzle. When you see a name that starts with SigenStor EVDC, I want you to focus on those last four letters, EVDC. It literally stands for Electric Vehicle Direct Current. That's your signal. Instantly, you know you're looking at one of their high-speed, commercial-grade fire hydrant chargers. See? Simple as that.
And just how fast are we talking here? Well, their top-of-the-line DC model pushes out a massive 25 kilowatts. Now, just to put that into perspective for you, a typical wall outlet in your home, that gives you about 1.5 kilowatts. So this is like having more than 16 of your home outlets all juicing up your car at the exact same time. That is some serious speed.
Now, let's take a look at how this plays out in their lineup. As you can see, there are basically two DC models. You've got the SigenStor EVDC DC12, which gives you a really solid 12 kilowatts of power. It's a fantastic option for businesses who want to offer a rapid charge. But then, for those high-traffic spots that really need maximum speed, you've got the EVDC 25, which more than doubles the power to 25 kilowatts. So the choice here, it's really all about volume and speed.
All right, so we've seen the powerhouses, the ones built for speed. But what about, the other 95% of the time? Now that we get the DC world, let's shift gears and talk about the everyday taps. These are the AC chargers, the reliable workhorses for all that charging you do overnight at home or during the day at the office. So let's decode one of these AC names. It's just as easy. Take a look at this one. First, you see Sigen EVAC. That's clue number one, electric vehicle alternating current. Bam, we know it's a tap charger. Then the number 22, that tells you it's max power, 22 kilowatts. 4G tells you it has cellular connectivity for all the smart features. And T2-WH, that's just the cable, a Type 2 connector in white. See? Once you know the pattern, the whole code just melts away. And this chart really shows the different power options you have in the AC line. They basically come in three flavors. You've got your 7 kilowatt model, which is a great standard for most home setups. Then you can step up to 11 kilowatts for a faster charge. And finally, there's a pretty powerful 22 kilowatt option. Now that one is usually for places that have what's called three-phase power. All that really means is it's a type of heavy-duty electrical wiring, kind of like what you'd find in a commercial building, that can safely deliver more juice than the standard setup in most homes. It's all about matching the charger to what your building can handle.
So looking at the whole AC lineup here, you can really see the progression. The Sigen EVAC 7, that's your dependable go-to for standard overnight charging at home. The EVAC 11 steps it up a notch. perfect for those who want a bit more speed, maybe at a workplace. And then the EVAC 22, well, that's the high-speed AC option for locations with the electrical muscle to support it. The key thing here is simply power. How fast you need that tap to flow.
All right, we have officially cracked the code. So how do you actually use this newfound knowledge? Well, it's all about matching the right charger to the right mission. And it all starts by asking one simple question. What problem am I actually trying to solve here? So here it is, your simple, powerful, 3-step guide to making the perfect choice. Ready? Step 1, identify your need. Are we talking daily, overnight charging at home, or are we talking rapid public charging at a business? Step 2, choose your speed. Based on that need, do you want the overnight AC tap, or do you need the high-powered DC fire hydrant? And finally, step 3, select your model. If you need the tap, you go EVC. If you need the fire hydrant, you go EVDC. It really is that straightforward.
Okay, so let's lock in what we've learned. This is your decoder ring right here. From now on, when you see EVDC, I want you to think direct current. That's the fire hydrant for high-speed commercial use. When you see EVAC, you think alternating current. That's the tap for daily home and work charging. That number in the name, it's always the power in kilowatts. And of course, higher number equals faster charging. That's the heart of the code, right there.
And this is so important to remember. The right charger isn't just about grabbing the model with the biggest number on the box. It's about really thinking and matching the technology to a specific purpose. It's about understanding the need first and then finding the hardware that fits that need perfectly. And that kind of leaves us with one final thought, doesn't it? You've now cracked the code on what these different chargers are and which one to use. But what about the when? As millions and millions of these chargers get installed, the real question becomes, is our electrical grid, our shared infrastructure, is it truly ready for this EV revolution? Something to think about. Thanks so much for tuning in.